is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Back to pass, it's Reed. Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it outright. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Texas A&M going quickly. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5. But there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese. And what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Creates a little space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks... All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Gashing the knee on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Snap it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Reed. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Throws to the back. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They want to run this quarterback. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got him up for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Aggie! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
It's caught for the 2. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's a reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the air, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Going right and going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Next going for the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. This is a designed run. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Moving out of the pocket. They got him for the sack, and now we get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And that's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A run for the quarterback. It's a running room. Running through contact. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wideout. Direct snap. Finding open areas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Hart. Rushes on him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there on that clock.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Blasted as he lets it go.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, the buy time, run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride of the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
They tried to throw to pass. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. They'll throw it again from their own end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Reed. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm...
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Owens. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
36.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hart. Touchdown, Aggie. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 15 to Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Extending the play. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a
touchdown, Caves! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a 1-possession game here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on third down. Back to throw, it's Reed. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing fourth down.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Aggies inside the final minute trying to drain the clock.
Here we go. Ready?
The give out of the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Snap it to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And this to extend the lead late. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. hands. Oh, it's a fumble. Got a little space.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
One more play to pad the stats. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
So this is likely an exercise in futility or a little window dressing or lipstick on a pig, just to make the final score look a little better. Back to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That keeps the score. Texas A&M 60, Miami 50.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.